Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm so excited to present this idea for you. It is one for teachers. I personally had my likes and dislikes of my teachers when I was a young kid, but I can tell you, the ones that I loved encouraged me, supported me, and guided me to the right direction, and for that, I'm a better person. We don't appreciate teachers as much, so these are for all the teachers out there that are doing all that hard work for all the youngsters to educate them and keep them safe as well. So kudos to you guys. I'm going to do 3 types of arrangements in here. Simple, easy, using things like chalkboard or containers that have chalkboard on it. I've got this coffee mug or tea mug, this mug that we're gonna use because it's great to give it to your teacher. It has numbers on it. And a beautiful, I think this can be a pencil holder, but we can use it as a pencil or a pen holder, but we can use it as a container. And then I've got a composition, erasers, chalk, pencils, apples, red roses, yellow flowers, daffodil roses, calla lilies, and then some blue flowers, right? Red, yellow, and blue, right? Those are the 3 primary colors. That's the first thing that we learn when we learn color. So let me get started on this. I'm gonna keep this really simple and sweet and fast. I'm gonna use all those 3 colors in the compositions. I think the first one I'm going to do, I'm gonna fill this up with water. Actually, these both with water. I know, this is really odd, but I'm gonna put the apple in like this, okay? This is gonna be my phone. With this apple, you're gonna see how clever an arrangement I'm gonna do. This is the one with water, and now I think I'm gonna use this one. It's bigger. I'm gonna fill it with foam. Let me get my foam out, my cutters out, my cellophane out. As you notice, what I did is I had those leftover cellophane pieces from the videos I did before that I kept, and then I have some tissue paper. I'm doing that so I can prop up the cellophane, the foam. I'm not going to use daffodils. I'm going to use this in, I don't like daffodils usually in floral foam. What happens with daffodil and floral foam, it doesn't have the longevity as what it does in the fresh in the fresh water. I'm going to do my calla lilies first on this one. And then I'm going to take my yellow roses. So we don't have greenery, the ones that I want, but I'm gonna take these bells of Ireland, which you didn't see in the beginning. The crew gave it to me. I'm gonna cut these apart, and I'm gonna tuck these in right on the base of the container, the parameter of it, just so I can have it filled up. And bells of Ireland, you can cut them in many different pieces and use them that way. See? Look how genius this looks. Then I'm gonna start using my red sprays. Again, I'm gonna go into the lip of the container first. Make sure I cover all the foam. And then I can use it on the top if I want to. See, there's parts of it that I still see the cellophane, or I see the... See, I'm filling up the space, and the cellophane is covered, and the foam is covered. And also adds a little bit of color. You can't do this with every flower because it gets bulky. This is why it works for this. Again, it doesn't have to be these flowers that you're using. As long as these are the colors that you're using, you're fine. Again, maybe you have a different colors you want to use for for teachers, that's your choice. I'm gonna take my Thistle again. I'm in love with this because it adds a really interesting texture. Look at that. See, this is the color it originally comes. It's like a grayish blue tone to it. And this is why I love coloring it, because it makes it a little bit more intense. You get to enjoy the colors of it. I think color is really important in how can I explain this to you? Color evokes emotion. There's certain colors we use in order to bring out a certain emotion in psychology, right? So, like, we always think of red in food because it's hot and flaming and fresh. I'm gonna tuck that in. Do I have any more Thistle anywhere? No, I have one more stem, yay! That means I'm not gonna have Thistle for the other one, so it's all right. Look how interesting that looks and fun. I'm gonna take my chalk marker and label it differently. I'm gonna personalize it a little bit more. Then I'm going to take my daffodils. And daffodils are a spring flower, so if you don't have daffodils because you're watching this not in daffodil season, there's a lot of other yellow flowers that you could use. And it's so simple, look, it feels effortless. Daffodils are not expensive. Sometimes supermarkets have it for pennies on the dollar. And I'm gonna cut this up. I love that crispy sound of daffodils when you cut the stems. So this one's done too, like really simple and easy. Remember the apple in the mug that we did? Okay, here's what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna have fun. Pencils, they're already sharpened. I'm gonna use this as my base. Of course, you're not gonna eat the apple, guys, right? Like, obviously you have common sense that a pencil's going in there, there's lead and all that stuff. So, I would do maybe 4, 6, maybe 10. No, 1 out of 10. So 10 being she's a great teacher, a great student. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 10 right there. Then I'm going to take my Billy buttons or Billy balls. Is that what it is? And because they're more of kind of a dried, they're not dried, they're fresh, but there's nothing like fragile about it. It's a very dense flower. So, and the apple has a water source, right? It already has a little bit of water, so it's gonna maintain. It's not gonna stay fresh forever. And I'm using this. I don't know if you guys seen the watermelon one that I did. It was actually my first YouTube episode where I took a watermelon and I made the arrangement inside the watermelon. So if you haven't seen that, you have to go back to my archives and watch it. I'm putting probably another 10 stems of this. 2, 4, 6, 8. And then 10. Can you imagine, like, you can even have your kids make this, right? And take it to their teachers. I think it's a cute idea. One, you're interacting with your children at home, and then you're also doing some kind of activity together, and then the teachers are going to appreciate something like this that's just so simple and so cool at the same time. Let me clean this up. Let me style it the way I need to, and write best teacher on the chalk thing, whatever, and then come back and stylize this and see how this looks, okay? Hey guys, look how simple and easy and fun these creative projects for teachers were. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make a comment on the channel, like and share. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful. Till next time, peace out.